projects, as you can tell, I am at Tunerfest. I'm here with my dad, obviously. And you're going to hear a shite ton of noise. And yeah, that's all the race cars going around. We've walked around, we've had a look at some of the nice cars. There's some R35s here, there's some R34 Skylines. There's a couple of Lambos here that have done like the Cannonball Run and stuff like that, and the Gumball 3... Gumball 3000 Sierra Cosworths for those British fans and all that sort of stuff. And yeah, just a whole bunch of cars here. I've actually spoken to a company. I'm going to get my little 4x4 tuned up and down, get some more power out of her and all that. That's going to be cool. Very good, reasonable price. But yeah, guys, so we're just going to sit here now and just enjoy the racing. So here you go.
Look at some Mustangs.
Obviously they're all just finishing up right now, guys, but yeah. Yeah, they've just basically been doing their like first bout like warm-up laps and time attack laps. How this works, these is basically just like amateur races, and then they have the professional teams going around a little bit later. But yeah, this is basically what we do. We come down here every year. We sit.
Turn up in the Evos in the R32s to race.
Yeah, they got R32s, Evos. Last year, they might be here, but last year there was a Citroen Saxo VTS that was supercharged and had like 500 horsepower, and that thing was leaving every other car on the track.
There was a spoiler with a Mini attached to it.
Yeah, there was a Mini Cooper RS that had a Mini Cooper S, not RS, a Mini Cooper S, but it had the spoiler on it. It was practically the size of the car. And yeah, so we're just here now, like resting, relaxing, because obviously my dad's on his crutches and stuff. Yeah, and I'm here just talking to you guys, talking to my dad. We got here at 7 o'clock this morning. People may think I'm crazy for doing that, but
we were the first ones in.
We were the first ones in, and like where we parked, we're literally on the front row.
Yep.
And we got shortest walk to the car, right outside the main gate. And I'd done that deliberately because I knew the traffic was going to be bad, and I'd done it for my dad. So, and obviously what I'm out for today, nice can of Coke Zero.
I think as well that this is
yeah. I do want to say, yeah, I do want to say thank you to MSV for hooking us up with actually the passes that we got, and what you got. Those guys are great.
With the discount for the disabled.
Yeah, they do a disabled discount for people for disabled members, which is great. But yeah, it looks like they're all lining up now to come back out on the pits. Oh no, they're going out to the paddock, and the next thing will be starting soon. But yeah,
B58, so they're 3-litre turbo.
Obviously, you can hear people talking about cars behind us and stuff.
It's quite funny because it's 420.
Yeah,
oh yeah. We're also as well. We also have, I believe they are here this year. They should be the Formula Drift teams. So last year we had drift spec people coming around doing like loops and stuff like that. It'll be nice to see them coming back. Again, we're not in like the best position to see all of it, but the position we're in, it works a bit better.
Oh really?
Just see the Chrysler V8 right there.
Oh yeah,
the blue one.
Nice. Chrysler 300 V8 over there. Or it might be V6. I think they're V6s.
And you can get, there is some cars that have been overly modified, like a Mazda RX-8 that's got just full of speakers.
Oh yeah, this guy, he's got, it basically looks like an iPod. There's a Mazda RX-8 got just behind us, like somewhere over here, and literally it's He's got speakers all lining the boot, all lining in the doors, all that sort of stuff. There's even speakers under the engine bay, and it's just basically he's taken a car, a beautiful car that's really fun little sports
Look over
car.
your right shoulder, Matt.
Yeah, the Evo in a white, yeah.
Citric Saxon.
Oh yes. Oh yeah. Did you see this little metallic blue car just here? That's a a little pale metallic blue. That there is what's a Citroen Saxo VTS. Those are a scrappy, fun little hatchback. They're awesome little cars. If you live in the UK and you want to get one, you want a good car as your first car, get one of them. They may be 1 litre, but they go like hell. They go like Billy. And where we are, we're literally sat right in front of the pits. So not only.
This is the drifting championship, the drift cars.
Oh yeah, this is the drift championship, people. This is good.
Yeah, it does. It does make you more excited.
And it's different every year.
Last year when they took me around the track, that was awesome.
Oh yeah, last year.
In a 3,000 horsepower BMW.
Yeah, it was 1,000 horsepower, wasn't it?
3,000 horsepower.
Oh yeah.
So we're going sideways.
Oh yeah, there's last year when they had the drift teams here, they were doing gifts for special people, for like guests and stuff like that, and we actually won a pass. We won a gift to go round with the drift teams drifting, and it was great. My dad went around in a 3,000 horsepower BMW. It was multicoloured. This thing looked awesome, and I went round in a Toyota EA86. I've never been that sideways in my life.
I nearly crashed my Clio in there.
Oh yeah, they're coming.
No,
they're going down. They're going down the main straight. They're going down the pit straight now. So they'll all be coming out. They're going to do a lap, probably line up, and then go.
Mark, I don't know if you've noticed, but they've resurfaced it.
Oh yeah, they resurface it every few months. They have to. The amount of cars they got going around it, and bikes.
Oh, I think it might be over there.
So as you can see, like they're going to be going down this far end up here, round the hill, loop back down, come across behind the pits. They then do this loop that you see around here, this one, and then back down the straight. That's the loop that they're doing this year. So they're coming around. They're doing their sighting laps. So they'll be coming down that hill any second. Here you go, here they come, as you can see.
The safety car.
Yeah, with the safety car out. They do a couple of sighting laps and the safety car pulls off the pit and then they go.
Wait one. They're starting, aren't they? They drive almost over here, you know. Wait one. What is it, plated one?
Save up your pennies. Save up your pennies.
Oh, right. Let's just locked out.
You've got videos on the phone.
Yeah. There they go. No, I think these are just the racers. Yeah, these are just the racers. The drifters didn't do the full track. Yeah, these are just
These are the drifters.
Oh yeah, they are, yeah. Yeah, these are drifters, yeah. Yeah, because that was the drift car that came in on the trailer. Yeah, on the trailer, yeah. I've only got half of them this year.
I mean, is it more like the Nike because you can bang down the gears and you can use a bit of shift off there?
So what are you guys doing for your Father's Day? This is what I'm doing for my Father's Day. I'm out here with my dad.
Best Father's Day present ever.
Yeah. My dad likes this sort of stuff, so do I.
both ways. You've got extra.
Oh, all the smoke.
It's 1.5, so they just lock a bit, 50% lock.
Yeah, someone's just run the engine on their car. The engine's done, mate.
Was it? Oh, they're moving. I think it's the wheels. I think it's spinning the wheels.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's
Burning rubber.
Yeah, that's burning rubber. Yeah, here they go.
He's going sideways.
And the way you can tell is all the smoke. They go out in twos.
Yeah. Look at all the smoke over there. Yeah. Oh yeah, they're going sideways.
Oh yeah.
If only one car going sideways, that'd be awesome.
They're not designed for that though.
There we go.
And then they're just coming up here, they're just looping back round. And there you go, look, there's all the smoke. But bear in mind, from what they told us last year, all these cars are kind of supercharged with K-series Honda engines. The same sort of engine they stuck in the S2000s and the Civics and stuff. Because those engines are just indestructible. If they blow, they're very easy to fix. They're good cars. Obviously you guys probably can't see much and all that, and I do apologise, but we chose this spot because it's the best place for my dad and all that. But you can see them coming down the main straight, which is good, and eventually we'll actually be like, there'll be actual racing out soon. But obviously they've just started, like that first one was they're doing their sighting laps and stuff. Here they come. You can see there, and there, where the massive plumes of smoke are, guys. And that's where they're coming sideways. Look at that! Oh, the tyre squill. Oh yeah.
I love the smell of burning rubber in the morning.
Oh yeah. Never mind, guys, we've been here 3 hours. Like, we got here at 10 o'clock. They opened the gate at 9. Oh, we got here at 7 o'clock. They opened the gate at 9. And people may think me crazy, but I did it deliberately. Hey, which one of you would you guys like to see me turn my car into a drift build? Because that'd be kind of cool. Poor thing would turn over. Obviously, guys, as more and more people piling in that, it will be a little bit harder to see some things, but it's alright. But yeah, this is basically what I'm doing today. Taking a chill day with my dad. Watching some cars go around the track, making massive plumes of smoke like that. Fun fact, this like kind of grey silver drift car that's going around, we actually saw that come in on the trailer today. Shame they're not had to drift around the whole track, that would be cool.
Yeah.
I got my racing thing on. I got my racing thing on.
There's some Silvias, there's some SXs. Good drift cars, very good cars.
If you ever come to England, come to Brands Hatch and grab a burger at the Brands Hatch store.
Oh yeah. Don't go to like all these independent ones. Like I don't want to speak bad of any of them. Oh,
One's had a crash.
oh, that one's lost the bumper.
Yeah.
The red one.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, they collided. Yeah. This red and white one's collided. Yeah, means they're all going to get called in while they clear up the track. Which is good, yeah. We've got nothing against these separate burgers, but their price are like food vans, but their prices are quite extortionate. If you ever come to the Brands Hatch circuit, go to the Brands Hatch foods, actual food kiosk. Food is good price and it's actually good quality. I actually had a quite nice bacon bread roll, or a nice brioche bun. It was lovely. Nice little bacon sarnie. It was lovely. Now, come on, it's a safety car going out.
Oh, I'm thinking of the other version.
It's just up there on the track. This silver one came in on the trailer this morning.
Probably installed by Dad.
Well, it's just going in the pits now.
Yeah, the red flag.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go
No red flags. Racing ceases until.
Yeah, actually going to drift the whole thing.
Oh, the debris.
Yeah, until the debris cleaned up. Alright guys, they're going again. They still haven't cleared the debris off, but oh well, their choice. You can hear the whines from the superchargers. You can smell the burning rubber. The grunts from the engines. And the rumble from the exhausts. Each one of these cars is probably sitting around with about 900 horsepower on the low end. Some have about 700. Sorry about that, guys. Trying to turn it and accidentally push down. Oh, that yellow one doesn't sound healthy.
That's got a Chevy engine in it.
Yeah, that one's, we know from last year, it's got an LS engine in it. But it doesn't sound healthy. It makes the same noise it made last year. Sounds like the freaking bits of the gearbox are rattling. It could just make that noise, but it doesn't sound healthy.
No, it don't. That's the friend of the wheel-inch supercharger. And
the screech from the tyres. Oh. It's just the atmosphere. You'd think there'd be like a lot of people and it'd actually be very noisy. You'd be surprised. Like, the noise is there, but as soon as the races start and all the events start, everyone just goes quiet. They just sit back and enjoy. That's why we love coming here. Oh, I'm definitely gonna get the car tuned.
Yeah.
That was a good deal.
Every month.
Yeah, they're coming in now. This white and blue one was the one that collided with that red one, whose bumper's up on the track there.
Yeah, the yellow one sounds broken.
Yeah. That could just be the fact it's got an LS motor in it. Those motors, they never sound good. Yeah, okay, they can make a lot of power easily, but if you want a good, reliable V8, Coyote V8. Out of the box, they'll do 800 horsepower straight out of the box. Well, you'll get about 600, and now you stick a supercharger on them, they'll do about 800. Lower the compression by a couple of percent and you'll get 1200 horsepower out of it. Alright guys, whilst we're waiting for the next event, I'm going to pause the recording. I'll see you guys all soon. Here you go guys, they've started the next set of sighting laps. There's a car going out now. And look at the sheer size of the spoiler on this goddamn thing. Thing's absolutely huge.
Yeah, but there was a car attached to it.
Yeah, there's a spoiler going around, and there just happens to be a car attached to it, guys. There we go.
There it is.
There it is, yeah, look at the size of the spoiler on this thing.
NSX.
The Honda NSX race prepped. Now that is cool. Free positioning, guys. He's out doing some sighting laps. And everyone else in the pits will be out joining him. This is the time attack.
There goes another one.
Yep.
Spoiler with a car attached to it.
Just that noise. This is why we do it, guys. This is why we come down here. It sounds kind of like a sonic boom as it goes past. Obviously, it's not exactly like a sonic boom. Like sonic booms are ridiculous, but like the pop of and the bang from the exhaust is just awesome. We could literally sit here all day and just chill, and that's what we're gonna do. We've seen the cars. I've got some nice pictures.
Did you get a picture of the issue? The blue one.
I've got one from last year. There you go, he's going round. Here he comes. Come on, make it bang, make it bang, make it bang. He wasn't as hard on the throttle this time round. It's just whoa! I love it, it's great.
Crazy.
It's crazy.
Or if you got Haribo.
Amazing.
My dad likes making like weird noises every now and then. Don't worry about it, guys. Oh, here comes another one. R32. Oh, Subaru, yeah. Oh, it was P1, didn't it?
Yes.
P21, I'm sorry. Yeah. Here we go. Here's another spoiler with a car attached. That's this one. Evo.
That's an Evo.
That's an Evo. Recognise an Evo anywhere. Lovely couple, they saw me recording and they stepped out of the way, thank you.
There's another Evo.
Oh, this. That's from the turbo. That was beautiful. Oh, yeah. There's those guys.
Good morning, everyone, and we are jumping straight into our time attack.
That red and black car's got an anime waifu on it. Yeah, Super P1, yeah.
One of the rarest Subarus ever.
New for 2025, in fact, new for round 2. Round 1 ran to a different order than round 2 onwards, where right from the get-go, time attack cars. 33 Honda NSX,
Yeah. The K-Series swap. So for those of you who don't know, the K-Series is basically like the Honda like VTEC like race prep engine.
The Nismo version.
Yeah, it's the Nismo. It's no, Nismo's Nissan.
Yeah.
It's the VTEC R, like Type R engine.
Version 205 GTR.
Yeah, and the cool thing with these time attack guys is your car doesn't have to be fully race prepped to do time attack. Your car just needs to have a roll cage and a fire extinguisher and a fire extinguisher fitted. There we go. Evo. So this is time attack. This is amateur racing. They just race for the fastest time, and that's it. Whoa.
On the table block was that it was
Probably just quickly going in, checking his pressures and stuff. Probably getting topped up with fuel.
and this Honda NSX was to a point more S-Class. So there you go. Very useful piece of information.
Made me jump that in.
Yeah!
That man got bungees in.
Well, the bungee smugglers.
Yeah. Oh, and there's a
Caterham, yep. He was out here last year.
If you're here for the Tunerfest aspect, more for the show, more for the clubs, you're here with your mates, and you're wondering, what is this happening on track right now? The time attack is all about track time. So our drivers will have a 15-20 minute aim to set the fastest flying laps that they possibly can. And based on the other drivers, winner and second place and so on. So we might call a finisher.
Guys turned his mouse on again. Oh, it pops. Oh, Caterham's right up his chuff.
Yeah.
Go on, Caterham.
Sprints and so on. Our drivers don't just have a single run, they have an open pit lane session. They can do as many flying laps as they can fit in. So when there are multiple other drivers on the track at the same time,
Oh, that noise, that bang. Evo's doing what they do best. Astra. They put a kit on it, but you don't necessarily need that for the time attack. And they have some where they're just normal cars going around. All that banging, it's just great. Sorry for any music you can hear over the top. Oh, there's another caterham out, guys. I'd love to see that NSX go out again. That was blistering quick, that was. Fun fact, those caterhams are road legal. Well, pretty much all these cars here are road legal. That he turned on his anti-lag there.
Renault Clio.
Renault Clio. There it is.
That's like a gun going off.
You like change gear.
That one, ladies and gentlemen, I think it's got butchies in its engine.
This is what we love. And here he comes. Wow. Sorry. That's right, at least all these people are willing to apologise. Yeah, so they're going in. Something right there. Here they come around. And obviously, so you see a lot of these are like tuned to the 9s and like modified, but they don't have to be for time attack. Here comes the caterham, the red one. Got a little noise from it. You wouldn't think a car that small could make a noise like that, could you? Yeah, can you coat you in the bag, yeah? Stuff to reach underneath everything.
Would you like one?
Yeah, sure. Thanks, Dad. Just put the empty ones back in the bag. Sorry about any like copyright music that might come off and that. I can't really do much about it because it's outside. Oh, they've got a red light, which means cease racing. When did they get out and get the debris? They got the debris off the track.
Yes. Well, no, they've done a red light because it's the end of the session.
I know, but like they got the debris off the track. When did they do that? We didn't see them go out there and do it.
They're pretty quick, the stewards here though.
Yeah, to be fair, yeah. Yeah, red flag. Well, they're stopping because there's a problem. Red normally means there's a problem. Or whatever. Oh, it's the end, yeah. Alright guys, I'll pause the recording and I'll see you guys all again soon.
That we can now watch.
Yeah guys, that red flag was for a car that broke down on the track, one of the Evos. He stopped on track for whatever reason, so that's what that red light and red flag was for. Yeah, that normally means there's a problem and it's not safe to ride. And then black flag means people's been disqualified. That yellow means proceed with warning, because there's something on there. Green means go, go, go. And checkered means you're done. But yeah. There you go, here's the car getting towed.
Nearly 2 tons of downforce thanks to the Andrew Brilliant Aero, a name who is well known within the time attack paddock, but also the global time attack community as well. And as Simon was saying there,
it's sad when you see stuff like this happen. We've moved closer to the fence, as you can possibly see. Just a bit better and all that.
So it can cope with the aero. And the great thing about the time attack paddock is that you can go.
Yeah, it's one of the Evos. That's such a shame.
Member of the public. It isn't closed off like in some other motorsport categories, so you can come and take a look, drink in the vibes of the paddock. Of course, you need to read the room, and if teams are frantically working away, then maintain a respectful distance so they can crack on with what they need to do. But if you get a chance to see Simon Norris's car, it tends, when it's stationary, it rides quite high. There's quite a lot of arch gap, and that's because when it's moving at 150 miles an hour or other speeds, and it's making all that downforce, like he said there, like Simon said, at 150 miles an hour, it's making nearly 2 tons of downforce. That's 2 tons more load through the suspension and tires than when it's stationary. And if you think about, if you're moving house and you just put a bunch of stuff in your car, how much the suspension sinks by, you've only added maybe 400 kilos max, and the suspension already starts to sink. He's adding 2 tons of extra load through that suspension.
Yeah, that's some top end suspension he's got there.
So it needs to be extra tall when it's stationary, so it's got that room to sink down and absorb that extra load. So you're getting the benefit of the downforce, but like you said, you're not then bottoming out the car and running it into the ground. So when you add that downforce, you've got to compensate and adapt in other areas. Really, really, really fascinating stuff, and I really love watching and listening to these interviews with the drivers. And again, that's the thing that's been made possible by the Lucas Oil live stream, which we haven't had a live stream for a few years now. That's very, very welcome. Pages as well, so welcome if you're watching from.
There you go, guys. They're going out again now.
Have you with us? I believe
the noise is about to get ballistic.
Has now been cleared up. However, that marks the end of the pro cars.
It's pro cars.
And now our club cars head up to the track.
So these ones here, these club time attacks,
there we go.
There are no requirements to the car except for a fire extinguisher and a roll cage, and that's it.
Modifying the car, building it over the years, and in fact we will get into that in just a few moments as our club cars get their run underway.
Yep. I think I saw that Saxo. I saw it, the supercharged Saxo. He's there.
So it's a point there that we made a couple of times. That was a very
These are just normal generic cars. Some of them only have like light modifications such as a roll cage and fire extinguisher, and that's it. Others they go to like a bit more, put spoilers on them, splitters.
Chances are you're no longer eligible for a championship.
Yeah. As the guy just said on the cameras and that, if you modify your car in such a way, you're probably no longer eligible for a championship for that.
Modify your car, you can pretty much do whatever you want. The question is, but they might
We've got Citroen Saxos out with R35s, we've got yeah, Sierra Cosworth, yeah. So these are all just amateur cars. I could go out and buy a car, put a roll cage in it, a fire extinguisher, and go compete in this myself if I wanted to. So
we try to group cars together based on
say a Aeon, Civic, another Civic. You notice how close that is? That's a Porsche and a Vauxhall Astra, a VXR, very close to each other on the track. Why spend 100 grand on a Porsche when you can buy a Vauxhall Astra? R35. There's a Toyota Yaris Grumina.
That's what's on track right now.
That car's the Sierra Sapphire Cosworth.
So the drivers are pushing back hard, and there's not any great need to pay really close attention to the lap times that we're doing. Actually, we just take a look at
Oh, that coming from a Civic? Here they come. Oh, he's indicating. This little Saxo here, this is the thing to watch for, guys. I'm sorry for the music, guys, like, it just is what it is. Here it goes. He's not pushing that Sierra too hard. He's gonna wait until he does his real flying lap and he's gonna absolutely gun that thing. That thing's gonna go. That coming from a Civic is like great. There you go, got R35 coming on the outside. It's stalked by the Citroen Saxo. Here's the other Citroen Saxo.
That was the Saxo popping.
That came from the Saxo? Yes. Holy God! Yeah! Now, are we going to see someone's gearbox detonate like we did last year? Oh, he lost it a little bit. I didn't get it on camera. He come down here and his back end went like that. Yeah, there are. We got some Ford Escort Cosworths and stuff like that. Ford original Escort RS 2000, but that has a Cosworth engine in it. Funny enough. So we've seen a couple of old Jags and stuff. A couple of old Ferraris like some. Oh, just get yourself another one, Dad.
It's all over the
Yeah, that's right. Whoops, we just had an accident. Clean up on Alto. Dad, if you need help getting out, just do that.
The only one that actually works, because
push it from underneath.
Fine and dandy. If you go on eBay, these DSG gearboxes are quite plentiful actually, and it's however, controlling it is a whole different thing. It's all electronic. You're sending electronic signals to it. It's getting all different torque inputs.
Yeah, it's working it.
A whole bunch.
Oh, come on. Keep it.
Happening with those DSG gearboxes, that getting it to play nice, like you said, that took 2 years, and I would dread to think how much money and time as well getting that gearbox to work. But
these guys are coming in now.
Incredibly robust, very common. Like do we have a red flag, or is it just cars coming into the pits for no reason? We have a red. So we still have Neil Red on track actually, as we do Shepherd in the DSG. Subject of that DQ500, which is the all-wheel drive version. There's also a DQ300 or 250, which is the two-wheel drive, which you might have in a Golf GTI or something like that. Whereas the DQ500
1 second, guys.
As it's
Oh, bit of tire squill. It's coming from the R35.
And that's the case with really
I love that the Civic is making that noise.
approach. We're actually really steering with the less so steer-centric driving style, but not in a way that is excessive. But the weight transfer and the
Please think
throttle
about it, I'd prefer a manual for doing this.
to turn it in to adjust and balance that way.
Which the guy said it's like DSG gearboxes and that, he said they're a pain in the ass. He said Evo gearboxes are hard to come by. I wouldn't think so.
Basically one big corner in terms of but you're turning almost the whole time. The main even the main straight isn't really that straight. We do have the little straight at the back, linking Graham Hill and Surrey. But it's not really.
Gearboxing, hey? It's expensive. And we do this every year, guys. I can't believe that noise comes from a Civic.
Landscape here.
Yeah, it's just over there, Dad. It's not too far.
Whereas something like Brand Patch Indies actually maybe plays into the hands cars like lighter, often older chassis. Hayden King there, single round entry, although a well-known name. Very nice. Watching the Lucas Oil live stream. Then if you're here watching in person, that's affecting me as well. Hayden King of the number 444, King lifting Seat Leon, now makes his way around Druid and into Graham Hill Bend. Meanwhile, Andrew Klein there in the white Citroen Saxo. Gone and of course we also have Stu Summers in the other Saxo. Changed bus. On a Honda engine. And now into Paddock Hill he goes, lifting that rear inner wheel as Saxos often do. Paddock Hill, for me at least, one of the most intimidating corners in the UK, given that it's blind. So as you approach corner entry, you can't even, never mind the exit, you can't even see the apex of Paddock Hill as you're entering it. And it's downhill and it's got a funny camber going on as well. So it really takes quite a lot of chutzpah to do Paddock Hill successfully. In
Saxo's leaving everybody. As he said, the Citrus Saxos, when they go around corners, they're known for lifting up their rear wheel because of how small the chassis are, and he did it.
Are lapping well. Checkered flag is out. Of course, this is only warm-up, so the lap times themselves don't matter. But as Susie mentioned in the intro video, we do have a new point scoring session, a new point scoring system this year that awards consistency. Andy Grady touched on that in his interview as well. We have a new point scoring system that today. So drivers do get a point for setting a lap time here in the go. But for those of you, this is really done with our trackside visitors in mind, so that you're not spending the morning walking in the track. Incentivize drivers to do some laps during warm-up. We do give them a point for turning a wheel, so that our drivers are encouraged to drive extensively in every single session. So checkered flag is out. So our front two-wheel drive and front four-wheel drive cars now re-entering the pits. And you can see at the front of the pit lane these lovely new Hyundai Ioniq 5N course cars. I believe MSV have now linked up with Hyundai, and I had a Hyundai Ioniq 6 for a little while, the rear-wheel drive version. Absolutely loved it. I think they're really smashing it, and I think that's great to see their work and their track credentials now extend into the MSV circuits. So very well conditioned, very smart of course as well. Right, so I believe flag is waved.
Alright guys, we now have the next batch of people going out.
Entry level classes, if they can be called such, now enter the track.
Entry levels, yeah.
That's Classic Retro, Clubman, Clubman Plus, Pocket Rocket NA, and Pocket Rocket FI. Those classes now kick off their warm-up session.
Yeah, this is good. This is good.
And like I touched on earlier, there's a whole spectrum of classes and builds and specs that are welcome here in Time Attack. The question is how modified your car is, and the more modified it is, the higher class it'll go in. But we'll be able to accommodate whatever you bring, basically. As long as it's built to a good standard and it's safe and it complies to the safety regs, we will probably find a class for you. So Time Attack very accommodating in that sense. And so we had the really, really fast and extreme and high-end extreme. Then day type cars, we might call it dedicated track cars, all drive. And then now on track we have the entry-level classes, but no these classes as well. Classic Retro for the older chassis. For the road cars, some people bring their daily drivers, especially if they have something a little bit spicy, like maybe a standard road-going M3 with a half cage and coilovers. Then we have Pocket Rocket naturally aspirated, which is less than 2 liters naturally aspirated. And we also have Pocket Rocket FI, coarse induction. Small engines. Sometimes we combine the Pocket Rocket, but we have enough of them.
Oh yeah, this is all beautiful. Look at this.
But now naturally aspirated.
160,000 on track, naturally aspirated 2 litre. Let's go. Woo-hoo-hoo. Pocket Rocket. It's retro and the Pocket Rocket. Let's go. One of my favourite two-seater sports. My favourite two-seater sports car.
And retro. I actually managed to. And
There will be a Janetta. It's the little retro club and classic now.
Just got a picture.
Yeah. Let's take an S2000 round on the track. This is awesome.
That here.
Now, as it turns out, this car did once have the Mark 1 Ford Focus RS engine.
Over there.
Guys, you probably can't see this because of the brightness on my dad's screen. Let me just turn it up real quick. Oh, it's up full. But yeah, this car here, there's a Mustang over here. We'll definitely get a video of that on the way out. Mustangs, for those of you who don't know, is my #1 favourite car of all time. I will kill for a 1968 Ford Mustang. Or a 67 Eleanor if I can get one. But yeah, I'd kill for a Mustang. The same as I would kill for what's coming around onto the straight right now, Dad. So, naturally aspirated, 250 horsepower, Honda VTEC S2000. 165 mile an hour top speed, 250 horsepower, 320 foot-pounds of torque, and enough to make anyone hard.
I'm talking to the bloke from
Yeah. Is it for sale?
No.
Damn it.
You paid £27,000 for it.
But yeah, back to the cars.
Original old school Sierra Cobra.
On the VX220. Oh, he just put flames out the back.
Yeah. That's you got Ford Escort.
Escort RS.
Yeah.
Old school Civic. My favourite. And look, you notice on the S2000 it doesn't have a spoiler on the back because it was made so stable that it didn't need one. Bear in mind, this guy's track day racing it and it doesn't have a spoiler, so it proves you don't necessarily need a spoiler on the back of your car. It's only when you start getting ridiculous with power that you need one. And it's a modern day Civic, a BMW Mini.
Few MX-5s.
Yeah, a couple of MX-5s going around. Okay,
Minis.
just behind the S2000 here, which is the third one. Look at that blue, there you go, that's just spit flames. That's an Vauxhall VX220. Oh, excellent little car those are. And the one car here on track that will never break down no matter how hard you push the engine is the S2000. Oh, he got it sideways a little bit, I saw that. You see that? He got the back end out a little bit. Oh, he's got his indicator on. Might not have it on intentionally, but... And that's... I say you guys couldn't really hear it because obviously there was music and sound for that. He said that S2000 is actually, other than like just having a few stickers on it, it's actually stock. So they actually sound like that naturally, and I just want one. Like, I love them. They're one of the very first cars that revved all the way up to 9,000 RPM. Absolute beautiful bits of kit. There's even a Janetta out riding around. As they should be. They still do 155 mile an hour, like they're fast by today's standards, Sierra Cosworths.
You know where that Granada is?
Yeah.
In front of that is the Mustang.
Ooh, nice.
When I saw it, I went, yeah, I'm getting a picture of that. Old school Mustang.
Here comes the S2000.
That's had a tune-up. That's had a tune-up for it to sound like that. It's had a bit of a tune-up. Probably had a rematch.
Yeah, probably. But he said like it's completely stock. He said it's stock parts. Yeah. The VX220, those are very hard to come by. They're really retro. And you know what? I'm actually contemplating when I got like the right amount of money for it, I might actually buy one of them and get an S2000, because the S2000 will be like my dream kind of weekend car, and I'll have the VX220 and might make it into a track day car.
Yeah.
Because that might actually be that might be kind of fun, like ragging that
Get
thing
one.
around.
For 10 grand.
Well, no, they said to do the time attack and that you can do the whole thing for less than 3. Yeah, if you get the right one and all that.
You can get them that
Oh yeah, I know, yeah.
I didn't know they could go that fast.
Yeah, and this is micros, buddy.
Ladies and gentlemen, there's a rare vehicle here.
Oh my god. Yeah. I like the Volkswagen engine that's in my car, but it was given to Skoda. Yeah, it was built by Skoda, so. Oh, there's someone taking their daily golf out. Clio. Yep. There's the S2000.
They've not remapped it, changed the exhaust.
Yeah, they put a new cap on the exhaust.
Yeah.
Look at the micro, look at that!
What the hell is this happening?
An engine! Yeah, VX220. It might be an Exige, it looks a bit too old. Here's another Clio Cup, Mini, Volkswagen, another Clio.
There's the old Ford Escort.
There's a little Ford.
Sacrilege.
How was that sacrilege?
Doing that to an Escort Mark II.
Oh, I love it. I love it. I love it. I want it. No, the micro's going in.
We probably ran out of fuel.
Yeah, probably. Yeah, it's Lotus, I think it's Huh?
It could be the new XC.
Yeah, but this is for any cars that are like 2 litre and below and like naturally aspirated or forced induction, so.
That's not a good appetite. What's wrong?
Hey, I know you think it's sacrilege, you can't deny it. That looks and sounds brilliant.
Yeah, I'd love a go in it.
And then some other questions. Oh,
If I had a go in what's coming around the bend now, I wouldn't get out of it. Honestly.
Coming into fuel.
Yeah.
That, ladies and gentlemen, is road legal.
Yep. So is the VX220. Look at this, look at this. Believe it or not, that Vauxhall was built off a Lotus Exige chassis. It's a very close cousin. And there's a reason why those things can handle like absolute, like a dream, because Lotus, believe it or not, okay, they may have had some engine troubles in the past and that, they made exceptional race cars. Thank you.
And they also made the Lotus Charlton.
Yeah. Oh! That pop that just came from the Escort.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is a side of me that people don't normally get to see, but you guys are. I am in my element right now, I'm loving this. Oh, here comes the Vauxhall. I never thought I'd get excited for a Vauxhall, but okay. Come on, and flame. Yeah. They call them VX220 because they have 220 brake horsepower. Oh yeah! Mazda just done the lights coming up the straight. Yes! Wait.
by the doors.
No.
And the power
It's not popping.
and the chassis and
Oh.
And that Volkswagen goes for 90.
Yeah, but that came from the Mini, that and a whack. Here comes old school Civic Type R. You can't go wrong with one of them. If you get the right Clio or Corsa, you can't go wrong with one of them. But here it comes, and fire. There we go. Oh yeah, Lotus has gone in.
experimenting with low diffuser at the moment. Very interesting stuff.
Little Civic. Here comes the MX-5. I love the from turbos. Oh, it's just lovely noise, and the manic shrill you get from superchargers. It's just a beautiful noise.
But that didn't really hit the mark too much. Checkered flag is now.
Oh wait, that's a supercharged Mini. That'll whine. Oh, someone's got off.
Successfully will earn a point towards the championship, just to encourage that consistent running in all the sessions.
Oh yeah, he's gone in. He's probably damaged his car, dude. Oh no, it's a Civ, it's fine. It's a Civic. That's short for Civic. And here goes this other Civic. The thing is, you wouldn't hear, you'd hear a Honda and you wouldn't think they'd be able to sound that good, but they do. Hondas sound amazing. The engines are just great. And you can push them as hard as you goddamn want, they ain't gonna blow up. Ooh, bang, bang, bang.
Gentleman with the RX-8 just had the steward's gloves to it.
Well, yeah, he's playing obnoxious, loud music, and it's not even good music. If you've got a car like that, there's one song you play, and that's it. And that's Skrillex Bangarang, a song designed to destroy speakers. Alright guys, I'm going to pause recording. I'll see